Are you Clarissa? I'm wondering if I'm texting the correct number. Yes, it's me. May I know who you are? I'm Bertha. I know this is sudden, but will you break up with Warlock? Excuse me? Are you talking about my husband? Of course! Who else could it be? I don't understand what you mean. I'm telling you that Warlock and I are dating. He loves me more than you. If I tell you this much, you can get the gist, can't you? No, I still don't understand what you're talking about at all. Are you stupid? That's why Warlock got tired of you. I'm telling you to leave him, because you're useless. It can't be helped anyway. Warlock and I are married. Could you just tell me what on earth is going on? Are you saying that both of you are having an affair? Don't use such a nasty word as affair. Like I said before, me and Warlock love each other very much. Which means he chose me over a stupid woman like you. So that's the reason why he's been coming home late and staying over at this workplace so many nights lately. Now I understand. I did think something was wrong with him recently. It seems that you were the main reason. It's true that you guys are having an affair, right? That's right. You really are so slow in understanding things, aren't you? You're the one who's so absent-minded. So that's why Warlock fell out of love with you. He's smart, lives in a big house, and he's also the president of a company. I wonder why he married such a stupid woman like you. I really feel sorry for him. I'm sure you tried so hard to seduce him, since he's a company president who lives in a huge house. I'm sorry to tell you, but it seems that I'm more suitable for him than you. What? You must have misunderstood something. Warlock was the one who made the first approach. You're lying! Don't be so stubborn and try to deceive me. Warlock told me everything. I heard that you spend a lot of money that he earned. He also said that you don't take care of the housework at all. What a bad housewife. It's an honor to be married to someone like Warlock, you know. But to just be lazy while relying on your husband's income is just unbelievable. You're a disgrace as a woman. I'm working too, so I may not be a housewife. But I'm doing my best to take care of the housework. I never skip my housework. Please don't just say random things. It doesn't matter how much you say, but you're not doing your job as a housewife properly. First of all, why are you even working when you're the wife of such a great company's president? Being a CEO is a really hard job, so it's normal to support your husband. You can't quit your job right away just because you got married. That's irresponsible. What's so irresponsible about it? You're just a clerk at Warlock's company, aren't you? Even if you don't do that kind of job, there are people who can replace you at work. Seems that you don't have any common sense at all. I think you misunderstood me. I'm not a clerk. I don't care about your excuses anymore. Will you just do me a favor and break up with Warlock soon? Otherwise, I can't get married to him. I want to live with Warlock as soon as possible. Warlock and I will talk about it and decide. Can you wait a little while? It's just a waste of time for you to have a discussion with Warlock. He has already decided to be together with me. After you divorce him, just get out of that huge house right away, okay? I want you to hurry up with the divorce procedures because I can't wait to live in that house with Warlock. I noticed that there was something fishy about Warlock, but I didn't expect that he's having an affair with you. That's why I told you everything about that. If you are convinced, get out of that house as soon as possible. Anyway, when Warlock comes home today, I'll ask him about the details. I hope you'll be sad when you find out that he doesn't love you at all. Poor you. Warlock invited me over to his house once when you weren't there. It's a really big house. The view from the top floor was great. I'm so excited that I'll be able to live there. Now I'm one of the celebrities. Just pack your things and get out quickly, okay? If you don't leave, I'll ask Warlock to introduce me to a good lawyer and force you to get out of that house. I heard you guys got divorced right after that. What a pity. You're a miserable woman since you got dumped so easily. Adultery is unforgivable, so I can't stay married to Warlock. I'm glad I divorced him. You don't have to act tough. I know you're just trying to hide how sad you are. Well, it can't be helped since I'm younger and more beautiful than you. You're just an old hag, so you don't stand a chance. By the way, if you're divorced, why don't you get out of that house? You can't leave right away just because you've filed the divorce papers. You have to move your furniture and deal with the authorities. Divorce is not that simple. Are you going to take away Warlock's furniture? You're so brazen. You don't own the furniture. Warlock bought them from the money he earned. Why don't you just deal with the authorities quickly and do whatever you want after you leave the house? You're so stupid. That's why Warlock gave up on you. What kind of house will you live in when you move out? 50-year-old shabby house? I'm sure you'll be living in poverty. I feel sorry for you since you used to live in that huge house. Of course, after the divorce, you won't be able to stay at the same company as Warlock. So you'll have to find another job, right? What a lot of hardship. It's really hard being poor, isn't it? What are you talking about? I'm not going to quit my job. What? You're going to work at the same workplace as Warlock even after the divorce? How brazen of a woman you are. No matter how much you flatter him at work, he'll never come back to you. If you go that far, you'll get arrested from stalking him. We've recently added new employees, and in order to make some improvements at the company, I want to train the new joiners as well. They are really good people with a lot of enthusiasm for their work. Seems that you're a workaholic, even though you don't have an important position in the company. What's the point of having new employees for unimportant tasks? Women are going to get married and leave soon anyway, so there's no point in bringing them up. There are plenty of replacements for them. Anyway, just get out of the house as soon as possible. I can't live with Warlock if you're still in the house. Don't be in such a hurry. I'll move out by the end of next month. Don't you feel frustrated that a young woman just took Warlock away from you? You really annoy me. Oh, I know. You're just pretending that you're not frustrated, right? Not at all. Well, I was shocked when I heard that he's having an affair with you at first. But I came to the conclusion that it's wiser to think about the positive aspects rather than being depressed. Fortunately, me and Warlock didn't have children, so I feel optimistic about my future. You're so annoying. Are you trying to show off that you're a capable woman who works hard on your job? It's so obvious that you're just trying to be tough. Fine then. Anyway, just get the heck out of that house as soon as possible. Finally, the house has become my own castle. It's really huge. You really are a slow person that you made me wait for a month. Is there anything you still want to discuss with me? For your information, I have nothing more to say to you. If you don't need anything in particular, you'll have to excuse me. Did you take more than half of the furniture in this house? You don't have any money, so you're going to sell the furniture to make ends meet, right? What a pathetic woman. I've been using those furniture I took since before me and Warlock were married. I don't need you to tell me what to do with those. You're an appalling woman. I got rid of all my old furniture since I thought I could use those furniture. Well, I'll just get Warlock to buy it again for me. It's a lot better than using furniture that has memories of you. I've been wondering, did Warlock tell you that he's the company's president? You must have misunderstood something. What? Did you marry your husband without knowing his position at the company? Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to live such a luxurious life. Are you out of your mind? Warlock has bought everything I wished for with his credit card since we started dating. Luxurious brand bags, accessories, and meals at super expensive restaurants. So that's why the credit card bill was so high. I see. I thought it was strange because the bill suddenly became very high. But I guess when you're the president of a company, you move around a lot of money, so you don't always know what's going on, right? I'm going to be Warlock's wife now, so I don't need you anymore. You should live a simple life in an old and shabby house. Warlock hasn't explained anything to you, has he? I'm sorry, but you'll regret it. Huh? What do you mean by that? Don't be such a sore loser. If you regretted your decision to divorce Warlock, why don't you just say so? I took your husband and your huge house away from you. You're now living in poverty because of that. If you keep following Warlock and me around from now on, I'll use his power to destroy your parents' house. What are you going to do to my parents' house? The president of such a big company has the power to destroy other companies easily. It would be easy for him to destroy your parents' house with his power. You and your family can all go out and live on the street. Is that a threat? I don't care how you take it. Anyway, I'm the wife of the president of a big company now. There's nothing to be afraid of. I see. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some work to do. You'll have to work hard as a clerk. I'm paying your salary since I'm the company's president's wife. You can act like a boss while you still can. Hey, someone came out of the blue to our house and told us to leave now because it's for sale. I was told to leave now, and I don't understand why. What did you do? What do you mean? I just did what I had to do to get a divorce. Is there a problem? Warlock is keeping his mouth shut and explains nothing to me. What's going on? It's not right that he's the company's president, but he doesn't know what's going on with the house. You keep saying that Warlock is the company's president, but actually, he isn't. Did you know about that? Huh? What kind of joke is that? I'll get mad if you make jokes I don't understand. Warlock has been living in this house and bought me everything I want. What are you talking about? The house and the credit cards were mine. Clarissa Corporation is my company. I am the president of the company. I thought you noticed that from the company's name. You're the company's president? Are you kidding me? Who would believe such a thing? I'm not kidding. Warlock is an employee of our company. Before we got married, he worked hard and was dedicated to his job. I even considered to promote him as an executive officer. But as soon as we got married, he decided to stop working hard since he was married to the company's president and didn't have to worry about paying his living expenses. I was so disappointed with him. He acted like a big man, and it was hard for his employees to work for him. So I demoted him to become a clerk. Since we were married, I gave him my credit card and let him use it as much as he wanted. But he was so selfish that I decided to give up on him. However, I was hesitant because I still have feelings for him. When I got a message from you, I decided to get a divorce. So, that house belongs to you? Of course, I own it. That's why I'm free to sell it or do whatever I want with it. Warlock has no right to do anything. I can't believe this is really happening. I'm in trouble. I made an aggressive first move on Warlock because I thought that he's the president of that company who owns a huge house. This isn't what I had expected it to be. I thought we could finally be together and I can live a life like a princess. I've already sold the house you're talking about, so will you get out of my house as soon as possible? I took most of the furniture out myself. It won't take you long to leave. I'm about to go to the house to get estimates for the cleaners and the construction work needed to put it up for sale. Anyway, please get out of there soon. Wait a minute! We can't leave when we don't even know where we're going to live after we move out. I don't care about that. You used to tell me to leave quickly without considering my circumstances at all. Don't tell me you've forgotten. Now it's my turn to do the same thing to you. Are you taking your revenge on me? You are such a wicked woman. By the way, I'm also going to charge you alimony for having an affair with Warlock. Well, I guess you knew that, didn't you? What are you talking about? You're going to kick me out and then you want me to pay? You've got to be kidding me. Well, I don't know how you feel. Adultery is a case where you can file for alimony. You're an idiot! If you're divorced, you can't legally judge Warlock for adultery. You're the one who doesn't seem to know anything. The statute of limitations for adultery is 3 years. Even after the divorce, you can still file a claim for alimony. There's still plenty of time before the statute of limitations. I'm willing to go to court and do whatever it takes to charge you the alimony. No way! Warlock isn't telling me anything. I wonder what kind of nerve does he have not to make any move at such a difficult time. What am I supposed to do? Warlock is like that all the time. To put it bluntly, he's useless. I knew there was something suspicious about him for a while, but since I had no proof of his affair, I was anxious. Thanks to you for blurting it all out as if you were so proud of it. I didn't have to go through the trouble of hiring a detective, so I'm grateful to you for that. There's no point in running away now. Please be prepared. Oh no! Then what's going to happen to me now? I thought I could make a living without working, so I quit my part-time job at the supermarket. I'll be poor again. All you have to do is to work diligently. I'm not an ogre either. so you don't have to pay the alimony in a lump sum. That's not what I meant! I thought I was going to be a princess! You should blame Warlock. He just wanted to look good in front of other people. His greatest talent is to tell lies. You wanted to look good in front of the others too, didn't you? Since both of you seem to have similar personalities, I think you'll make a perfect couple. I hope you two get along well and work hard to pay for your alimony. If you have the same goal, you can work hard at your job, right? By the way, I fired Warlock from the company, so you two can start from zero. Wait a minute! That's too heartless! How will we survive if we don't have a house to live in and no job? Let me work as a clerk at your company. That way, it's a guarantee that I won't run away, and you can deduct the money from my paycheck. It would make the process easier, wouldn't it? Do you know how much a clerk's take-home pay is? About $5,000 a month, right? Your company is a big company. Huh? You really are a shallow person. No company would pay you that much for a starting salary since you have no experience. Besides, for those messages you sent me, it seems that you have no common sense, so $1,500 is the limit for your salary. It's quite a lot for a person like you. It doesn't sound like you are worth more than that. I'm not going to wait years for the alimony. The number of installments is 4 at most. Each installment is $2,500. Even if you make $1,500, it's still not enough. So there's no point of you working at my company. Oh no! Please help me somehow! I'm sorry for everything I've done. You're such a pathetic person, only hanging on to me when you're in trouble. You said that you bought some expensive bags and accessories with my credit card, didn't you? That credit card is also in my name, so I'll add that to the total as well. I wonder how much the total amount will be. It's going to be over $40,000. You are free to work any job you want to, but I won't make any further concessions. Are you done? Anyway, please leave that house as soon as possible. I have work to do, so if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna block your number from now on. Wait a minute! Me and Warlock are going to end up on the street if you don't help us. I'm sorry about the affair and everything. Help me, please! I heard later that Warlock and Bertha were forcibly evicted by the contractor right after that. They were arguing for a while in front of the entrance. In a way, I admired them for resisting to the end. Warlock, who has a keen sense of ingenuity, seemed to have withdrawn some cash in advance so that he could live for a while, even if his credit card was stopped. I heard a rumor that they were living in a cheap motel. In the end, I managed to get the full amount of the alimony by relying on their parents. They have been disowned by their parents, and I don't even know where they are now or if they are still together. It doesn't matter to me anymore. I feel lighter now, and I'm single again, and I'm making progress at work. The new joiners are learning their job well, and my company